Here's something that will divide Samsung loyalists. The company might finally be catching up to Chinese rivals in photo styling, but they're doing it in the most frustrating way possible. For years, Samsung Galaxy users have watched enviously as Xiaomi, Vivo, and other brands offered distinct photo color profiles right in their camera apps. Want realistic tones? Toggle it on. Prefer punchy, Instagram-ready colors? Switch to vivid mode. Samsung users? They've been stuck with whatever the algorithm decides looks best. But here's where it gets controversial. According to reliable tipster Ice Universe, Samsung is preparing to introduce a vivid photo style in an upcoming One UI 8 update. This feature would finally give Galaxy smartphone owners the ability to capture images with significantly more saturated, eye-popping colors compared to the standard processing that Samsung currently applies. Sounds fantastic, right? Well, hold on to your excitement because Samsung has apparently found a way to mess this up. The company has inexplicably decided to tie this vivid color enhancement to their new photo watermarking system. Yes, you read that correctly. If you want those vibrant, social media-ready colors that rival phones have offered for years, you'll need to accept having technical camera information stamped across your photos. And this is the part most people miss. Samsung isn't just being different for the sake of innovation here. They're essentially forcing users to choose between clean photos and better color processing. It's like offering someone a gourmet meal, but insisting they eat it with a plastic fork. The leaked comparison images showcase the dramatic difference this vivid profile can make. Colors appear significantly more saturated and punchy, bringing Samsung's photo output much closer to what we see from Chinese smartphone manufacturers. The enhancement is particularly noticeable in landscape shots and colorful subjects, where that extra pop can transform an ordinary image into something genuinely striking. These watermarks aren't just simple text overlays either. Samsung has designed them to display comprehensive technical information, including shutter speed, aperture settings, ISO values, focal length, and exposure data. While this might appeal to photography enthusiasts who appreciate having this metadata visible, it creates a significant barrier for casual users who simply want better-looking photos without visual clutter. The implementation mirrors what we've seen from OnePlus, Xiaomi, and Vivo devices, where watermarks have become increasingly sophisticated. However, those manufacturers typically offer watermarks as an optional feature, separate from color profile selection, giving users the freedom to choose both elements independently. What makes this situation particularly frustrating is how unnecessarily complicated Samsung has made what should be a straightforward feature. Competitors have demonstrated that color profile toggles can be implemented seamlessly within the camera interface, allowing photographers to switch between realistic and vivid modes with a simple tap. Samsung's approach feels like a step backward in user experience design. The global rollout of this feature appears to be in the works, though Ice Universe hasn't provided specific timing details. This suggests Samsung is still refining the implementation, which hopefully means there's still time for the company to reconsider this puzzling decision to bundle two unrelated features together. But here's the real question that's dividing the tech community. Is Samsung's approach actually genius or completely tone-deaf? Some argue that combining vivid processing with watermarks creates a cohesive pro-photographer experience, similar to how professional cameras often embed shooting data in image files. Others contend that Samsung is artificially limiting a basic feature that should be freely accessible to all users. The controversy extends beyond just feature availability. Many photography enthusiasts believe that forced watermarks represent a step toward the Chinese phone aesthetic. that emphasizes technical specifications over clean, minimalist design. This cultural shift in smartphone photography could fundamentally change how we think about mobile image creation. What's particularly interesting is how this move positions Samsung relative to Apple's approach. While iPhone users enjoy sophisticated computational photography without mandatory watermarks, Samsung seems to be embracing a more data-forward philosophy that prioritizes technical transparency over visual cleanliness. The timing of this feature introduction also raises eyebrows. As smartphone cameras become increasingly sophisticated, with advanced AI processing and multiple lens systems, the fundamental question becomes, should phones prioritize ease of use or technical control? Samsung appears to be betting on the latter, even if it means alienating users who prefer simplicity. For Galaxy users who have been patiently waiting for enhanced color options, this development presents a genuine dilemma. The hope among the Galaxy community is that Samsung will recognize the backlash potential and separate these features before the global launch. A simple toggle for color profiles, independent of watermark preferences, would satisfy everyone and finally bring Samsung's camera software in line with user expectations. So here's the question that could spark some serious debate. Do you think Samsung is right to tie enhanced photo processing to watermarks? Or is this just another example of the company overcomplicating simple features? Are watermarks on phone photos a useful addition or just visual clutter that ruins the experience? More importantly, would you be willing to accept permanent watermarks on your photos just to get the vivid color processing that should have been available years ago? Let me know in the comments whether you think Samsung is heading in the right direction or completely missing the mark with this controversial implementation.